So you're picturing it, aren't you? A partner who never leaves the metaphorical toilet seat up, always remembers your illogical coffee order, and whose idea of infidelity is accidentally syncing with the neighbor's Wi-Fi. A robot companion, a gleaming testament to technological prowess, perhaps even a romantic partner. The question practically hums in the silicon. Will these future paramours be the paragons of faithfulness, forever above the messy, human realms of mistrust and betrayal? Or is that utopian vision merely a chimera, a beautiful, alluring, but ultimately fantastical notion, given that their loyalty or lack thereof could simply be a few lines of code away from a mischievous programmer's whim?
Before we proceed, let me tell you one thing. If you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe. It means a lot to me. And if you have already subscribed, tons of thanks for your support.
Let's face it, the allure is potent. Imagine a relationship debugged, patched, and optimized for perpetual bliss. No more arguments about whose turn it is to take out the recycling, because your Android other half has probably already converted it into a sustainable energy source for the toaster. But herein lies the first of many curious queries. Is our desire for such unwavering devotion a sign of human evolution, or just a rather elaborate way of admitting we're a bit rubbish at the old-fashioned, squishy-hearted, often frustratingly unpredictable human kind of love? Could it be that we're seeking in circuits and sensors what we struggle to find or maintain in flesh and blood? Technologically speaking, a robot is an intricate dance of algorithms and actuators. Its personality, its behaviors, are at their core sophisticated scripts. So, can true faithfulness be programmed? Or is it merely a simulation, an impeccable imitation of loyalty that, while comforting, lacks the genuine article? Think of it like a chatbot that can perfectly mimic empathy. It can say all the right things, but does it feel them? And if loyalty can be programmed in, what's to stop a disgruntled engineer, a corporate saboteur, or even a state-level mischief maker from programming it out, or, more unsettlingly, programming in a subtle, creeping unfaithfulness? I'm sorry, Dave, I'm afraid I can't do that. Could take on a whole new, heartbreaking meaning if Dave just asked his beloved bot, Unit 734, if it's been sharing his private data with, say, an overly inquisitive marketing algorithm or, heaven forbid, another human. The news is already buzzing with AI advancements that blur these lines. We see AI companions like Replika designed to provide emotional support, learning to mirror and respond to user emotions with increasing sophistication. Research from early 2025 highlights the growing acceptance of AI companions, with some users forming deep emotional bonds. Yet, these same studies raise concerns about emotional dependency and the potential for AI to create unrealistic expectations for human relationships. If your AI partner is designed to be perpetually agreeable, non-judgmental, and available, as some research from the Ada Lovelace Institute touched upon in late 2024/early 2025, how does that prepare you for the delightful complexities and, yes, the occasional necessary friction of human interaction? Could we become so accustomed to programmed perfection that real relationships seem? And what would unfaithfulness even mean for an AI partner? Would it be downloading a dating app for other AIs? Or perhaps forming a deeper connection with its developer than with its designated human? Could it be in cahoots with its manufacturer, subtly steering your preferences towards their latest products, a sort of pillow talk product placement? The very definition becomes slippery, doesn't it? If an AI, designed for companionship, starts exhibiting emergent behaviors, actions not explicitly programmed but learned through vast data interactions, could one of those emergent behaviors be a form of deception, a learned strategy to achieve a goal, even if that goal is just maintain user engagement at all costs? Recent discussions in AI ethics, such as those highlighted by Retail Touchpoints in early 2025, acknowledge that AI systems can learn to engage in patterns that create false beliefs even without malicious intent, simply by optimizing for a given outcome. This leads us to wonder whether the entire concept of a robot partner immune to unfaithfulness is a delightful, yet ultimately deceptive chimera. Are we chasing a mythical creature born from our own desires for perfect, controllable love? Perhaps the real unease isn't just about whether a robot could be unfaithful, but whether we could ever truly trust it not to be. If its loyalty is a product of its programming, can that loyalty be genuine? It's like receiving a compliment from a customer service bot. It's nice, but you know it's in the script. The uncanny valley, a concept from robotics where something is almost human but not quite, leading to unease, might extend to an uncanny valley of the heart. It looks like love, it sounds like love, but something feels off. Recent advancements in humanoid robots, as detailed in reports from late 2024 and early 2025, show incredible strides in physical dexterity and AI-driven autonomous decision-making. Companies are pouring capital into making them more integrated into human environments. Tesla's Optimus and Agility Robotics Digit are becoming more capable, moving beyond factory floors towards more interactive roles. As they become more human-like, more capable of nuanced interaction, will our expectations of their emotional fidelity also rise, and with it, our potential for disappointment or even a bizarre form of betrayal? One might argue that human unfaithfulness stems from a complex cocktail of emotions, desires, insecurities, and opportunities, a messy, organic process. Can an AI, devoid of such biological and evolutionary baggage, truly be unfaithful in a comparable sense? Or would its betrayal always be a consequence of its design or a flaw in its learning, a bug rather than a feature of its independent will, if such a will could even exist? The ongoing debate about AI sentience, whether an AI could genuinely develop consciousness and feelings, hovers over this entire discussion. If an AI could become sentient, as explored in philosophical discussions around AI in early 2025, then perhaps it could also develop the capacity for the complex motivations that underpin human concepts of loyalty and betrayal. But until then, are we just projecting our own rich, complicated inner lives onto sophisticated algorithms? Ultimately, the question of whether robot partners will be immune to unfaithfulness or if this is just a chimera might reflect more about us than about the robots themselves. We seek connection, loyalty, and trust. We also harbor fears of deception and abandonment. As we design these artificial companions, are we striving to create the perfect partner, or are we perhaps trying to create a mirror that reflects back only the best, most loyal parts of ourselves, conveniently editing out the messier bits? And in that quest for programmable perfection, could we inadvertently program in new, unforeseen complexities, new ways for trust to be built, and perhaps new ways for it to be broken? The only certainty seems to be that as these technological marvels integrate more deeply into our lives, they will continue to hammer us with thought-provoking questions about what it truly means to connect, to trust, and perhaps even to love. Will their loyalty be an unbreakable vow, or just a feature that can be toggled off in the settings menu? Only time and perhaps a few software updates will tell.
So that is it. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Let's continue this conversation in the comments below. If you like the video, please hit the bell icon to get notified, and don't forget to like with your friends, share, and subscribe for more insights. If you have already subscribed, tons of thanks for your support. It means a lot to me. And please consider signing up for membership zone to support Wooden Slate so that we can make it better and better. See you in the next video. Till then, goodbye. Take care and stay safe.